Josh Banks welcomes you into week 4 of Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bucyrus Pizza Hut. Welcoming in, first off tonight, the Lady Bulldogs from Crestline, Ohio. We're going to go ahead and let you guys go around, introduce yourselves, and then we'll get started with some questions. So, Coach?
Mickey Spears.
Bridget Belsick. Jocelyn Oblet.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and flip back over to Coach, kind of looking over where you guys are at so far this year. You guys have won 3 of your last 4. It feels like things are really starting to click. When did you kind of see things change? We were talking a little bit before. When did you see that switch flip and see the girls start to kind of do things the right way?
When they started trusting each other. And when they started trusting each other, they started playing the way they're capable of playing. The athleticism of them came out, and now we're becoming more of a team than just one player.
All right, we'll go ahead and slide down on the other end of the table to Bridget. And Bridget, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what year you are as well?
I'm a junior.
So what's it been like from where you started to kind of where you guys are at now and being a part of the growth and the development? 3 wins on the year already with hopefully a lot more to come, including hopefully this week or tomorrow night against Van Leeuwen.
I feel like we've changed a lot, definitely, and it's definitely fun to see how we've grown, because I know in the beginning of the year we have a lot of freshmen and we didn't know each other and we didn't have that bond, but now we have that bond and it feels more like of a team.
All right, we'll go ahead and slide down to Jocelyn, leading scorer on the team. I don't have the exact stats in front of me, but what's it been like for you to kind of be that leader, the point guard, kind of the leader of everything that happens? What have you kind of taken under your wing to help some of those younger players?
The plays, for sure. We get confused on them, but we just try to explain it, and then just slowing things down, because I understand going from middle school and then going up to high school and even just playing JV or splitting varsity, it's a very different atmosphere and everything's very fast compared to middle school.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot faster pace going even just from 8th grade to 9th grade. But we're going to go ahead and speed things up a little bit here, and we're going to jump into our first game. And let's go ahead and play 10 spin first. So 10 spin is going to be a game where I'm going to have a screen in front of me. It's going to have a spinner. You guys are going to tell me when you want that spinner to stop. I'll ask you a question. You'll answer it. It could be a question. It could be you have to ask something out. It could be a lot of different things. Mr. Thompson does a pretty good job of coming up with these himself. So what we'll do is we'll start with Coach. And whenever you're ready, Coach, you'll go ahead and tell me stop.
Stop.
And we'll stop on number 3. Would you rather have 6-foot-long arms or 6-foot-long legs?
6-foot-long legs. The way I can rebound and everything else.
I can kind of understand that. I think we could do the same with both, but I would probably prefer the legs as well. We'll go ahead and slide over to Bridget.
Stop.
What does being a part of the Crestline Bulldog family mean to you?
To me, being a Bulldog means you're part of the community and you take pride in your school and just have fun doing it.
Okay, and at the end of this, we're going to go ahead and come around, and I want everybody to answer that question, but we'll keep playing here. Jocelyn, whenever you're ready.
Stop.
Do an impression about Coach, not when he's mad, but when he's happy about something that you guys did. See, everybody expects the mad question.
I don't know. He just smiles at you and says, "Good job."
It's just a smile, a double
Yeah.
thumbs up, and a good job. All right, we'll take that one. Go ahead and slide back over to Coach.
Stop.
I like Coach getting this one, I think. All right, so you have one task right now. Van Leeuwen's watching this broadcast. You have to do a job of intimidating them by growling like a bulldog.
Growling like a bulldog.
You got to sound like a bulldog.
Well, I used to have a bulldog, so that was kind of hard.
I like it. Bridget, your turn again.
Stop.
Could you outrun your school mascot?
Yes.
Pretty simple answer, huh?
Yeah.
Jocelyn, your turn again.
Stop.
The team, and you guys have 3 wins, 3 of your last 4 games. But the back end of your schedule, the team that you have to beat on the back end of your schedule is who?
I think it's Plymouth, right? I think so.
Plymouth's that team that you have to beat.
Oh, I thought you meant like our last game.
No, one team on your schedule that you feel like you guys have to beat.
When we play Lucas again.
You want to sweep Lucas?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a common answer when the Cubs are on the schedule. It's the team everybody wants to beat.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, back to you again.
Stop.
The team doesn't know this, but you've been working on what? As in general, whether it's a coaching thing or just your basketball skills, something you've worked on to improve.
My coaching. I've been working on that. And how I talk to them and how I bring things out to them.
It kind of shows 3 of the last 4 being victories, I think. We got 3 questions left, so Coach is going to finish us out. But Bridget, we'll come back to you.
Stop.
Tell everyone, and you should know this, just a cool fact in general about Crestline.
I'm trying to think. I don't know.
How about this? We'll let you think about it, and after Coach answers the last question, I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Jocelyn, your turn.
Stop.
What did you guys do family-wise with your family for New Year's Eve?
I went over to my sister's and we all just hung out together.
Okay. And I think I know what the last question is, but it's for Coach. What'd you get for Christmas?
I got I got a new sweatshirt.
Ooh.
It's always nice.
Yeah. It's always nice. And then I got socks. And then just some odds and ends things.
All right, so now we're going to flip back over to Bridget. Hopefully you got some kind of fact.
I'm really struggling on this. I don't know. I guess we didn't really have a mascot until last year. Like we had one, but we never had someone in the mascot.
Okay. So somebody's now wearing it. And I can say I've been to almost every home game this year, and there has been somebody in that mascot costume for every home game. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to flip back over to Jocelyn. First thing I want you to tell me is what you got for Christmas. And then I want you to tell me what being a Bulldog means to you.
I got a car for Christmas, and I think being a Bulldog is coming together and putting your differences aside.
Okay. We'll go ahead and go over to Coach, and kind of the same question to you. Being a Bulldog and being a part of the community, what does that mean to you?
Camaraderie, having these, being a Bulldog brings everybody together, being trustworthy, doing good in school, stuff like that.
Okay. And then we're going to flip back over to Bridget. What'd you get for Christmas?
I got a bunch of clothes.
Bunch of clothes.
Yeah.
The joys of being a teenager. Clothes.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to jump back into some more questions for you guys. And we'll start with the girls. Obviously, you guys have a game coming up tomorrow night. So what's kind of been this week's practice been like and preparations for Van Loo tomorrow? And then again, hopefully a good run on the back half of the season.
Going over their type of defense and what we'll run against them.
Okay.
We've done a lot of shooting and just going over plays and their defense and watching film.
What are your guys' expectations? Obviously, we all want to win, right? But what are some goals that each of you have to kind of finish out the season, whether it's team goals, whether it's personal goals? What do you guys want to do towards the end of the season?
Play together and end up having a winning season at the end of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go along with Jocelyn having a winning season and probably just play more as a team and together.
And obviously, it's nice, we'll flip back over to Coach. It's nice having a young group. We were talking about it. You have one senior. You got some freshmen that are playing. You're hoping to have a couple girls come out from the 8th grade class next year. what is kind of your goal for the end of the year? Again, you guys are kind of finding out your winning ways the last 4 games. What are your goals for this group of ladies as the season finishes?
To finish over 500, and it's very capable of doing that. Even if we come short of it, it's still a goal that having these girls be having a winning season that we haven't had at Crestline girls for a long time. I think the last time they came close to being 500 was 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So it's been a while.
And it's improvement already, you know, just since you've been there. I think everybody's seen the growth and the maturity that you brought on and you've helped these girls develop. What's it kind of meant to you to be a part of that growth, to see them grow each game? Again, we were talking about it beforehand. What's helped you help them, I guess, to be a part of that growth and just mature as basketball players and then off the court as well?
Well, off the court is academics. It comes first, and they know it. That I look at their grades and everything else. So that's the number one goal for us is their schooling. After that is teaching them how to be professionals on and off the court, how to be a leader in the school system, and then it comes to basketball. And when it comes to basketball, it's teaching them the fundamentals to improve on, but then also building them up to be confident in what they do and how they do it.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do now, we got one more game to play. It's called Boomers Zoomers. We kind of already gave you a rundown of it. There's 10 questions, all based on the year. We'll call it 2014, 2015. You girls are working together. You have 3 lifelines. You can ask me, you can ask Coach, or you can ask the group in the peanut gallery. Okay? Coach Webb back there and a couple of the players as well for the Bulldog boys who will be on after the girls. So we'll get started with your first questions of Boomer Zoomers.
Okay.
Who won the NBA championship in 2015? You can talk.
Chicago Bulls? I don't know. Probably. The Cavs?
They were in it. They didn't win it. They won it in 2016. It was actually the team that beat them,
Golden State.
the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, I was going to say about that.
Just the back and forth battle. That's all.
And that's what it was, too, for a couple years. 0 for 1, that's all right. We got 9 more to go. Question 2. And remember, you have 3 lifelines. If you want to use them early, you can.
Okay.
Who won the Super Bowl in 2015? Now, this team was a dynasty. Everybody knows who they are. Who won it in 2015?
Well, not the Browns. They never won.
It's probably like Cowboys or something.
The only team I know is the
Remember,
Bengals.
again, I'll say you have 3 lifelines. If we want to
feel
use
like
them
we
early,
should
you
use
can. Because I'm pretty sure that
Use a lifeline.
a lot of the people
Let's
in.
use one.
Which one would you like to use? The boys,
I don't care.
Coach, or myself?
Wait, if we do the boys, can we do all 3 of them answer?
It's all of them back
Yeah,
there.
that's-
Yes. Yeah, they're a group.
Do you guys know?
We're going Patriots.
Is that right?
I think Coach Webb was pretty confident in that answer.
Patriots?
The New England Patriots with Tom Brady did win the Super Bowl in 2015.
Yeah.
They won it several times during that time frame. 1 for 2, not bad. 50%. Next question. What singer released the hit song Hello in 2015?
Adele.
That was confident, and I like it, and that is correct. That's a song still played
Oh, wait,
today.
I know that song.
No.
You do know that song.
Yeah, I do.
That's a very common song.
Next question. Which movie featuring dinosaurs became a massive box office hit in 2015?
Jurassic World, I'm guessing.
That's the only dinosaur movie I know.
Jurassic World.
That would be correct.
You're good at this game.
3 for 4.
Not bad.
Not bad. 75%. Next question. So we know who won the NBA championship in 2015, right? who won the NBA MVP in 2015. Now, you can kind of correlate the two together. I will give you a hint. They do go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Stephen Curry.
It was Steph Curry.
Yep.
And if I remember correctly, I might be wrong. And if I am, somebody in the comments will let me know, I'm sure. But I think that was the year he won it unanimously.
I think you're right.
I think he's the only one ever to win it unanimously. Next question, though. 4 for 5. Moving along pretty well. Now, I will say, this one's kind of an interesting one. What viral internet debate in 2015 focused on the color of a dress?
Oh my gosh, is it that dress that's like white and gold or something, and then like people think it's blue?
I don't know what that is. Is that it?
Are you confident in that answer? Because you seem pretty confident when you kind of started talking about it.
I feel like it is.
And that would be correct.
I didn't know that was a
That
thing.
is the blue and black or white and gold
Yeah, it's
dress.
that.
Because people didn't know the color of it.
Yeah, because it like
How?
Because of the way that
The way the dress was pictured, nobody could see the actual color. Everybody technically seen a different color.
yeah.
yeah.
It was, yeah. I'll pull it out and show you during the break. Somebody will pull it up and show you during the break. Next question. Who won? Or which? I'm gonna rephrase your question. Who won the 2015 Women's World Cup?
Is World Cup soccer?
Yes, it is.
I don't watch soccer. I never have.
USA.
I think they look to coach. We'll let
Yeah, I
him use
did.
that
Yeah,
lifeline.
that was gonna be my guess if I'm being
It,
honest.
well, and I rephrased the question because the answer was kind of within the question, so I rephrased it a little bit. But that is correct. It was the United States women's national team. No, I can say I didn't know the answer to this one, so I don't know that you're going to know the answer to it. What short video app was extremely popular in 2015 and featured looping clips?
No.
Instagram. They had that. I don't know. Instagram or Musically? Like Musically.
Musically?
It was Vine.
Heck,
Yeah,
Oh,
it
my
did not
sisters-
last long.
No, my sisters have talked about that app before.
Yeah, it did not last long. It was popular for a very short period of time. 6 for 8, though. Still not bad. 2 questions left. Which Marvel movie released in 2015 featured the Avengers battling Ultron?
There's so many of them.
I know.
It's not Endgame. Wait, no. I know it's not the Infinity War. I don't think it's the
I really don't watch TV.
We're out of lifelines, so.
Nuh-uh.
You
Oh,
still
yeah.
got
We
one.
still have one.
You
Oh,
still
yeah.
you still got the host.
Do you know it?
Do you know?
I mean, I
Google it real quick.
I mean, I don't think I have to Google, do I?
It probably is like Avengers, like Entron or whatever.
There's a lot of them, so it's like hard.
Wait, who is?
Okay, so I can say that you're kind of on the right page.
Wait, who are they
um,
fighting again?
Ultron.
Ultron, like Avengers versus Ultron or something like that.
You know what? I'm gonna give you the point because you're on the right page. It was Age of Ultron.
Oh,
Okay, so that doesn't count as one of our lifelines.
No, it does not because you did not use me. She guessed it, which means your last lifeline, your last question, you have your lifeline for it. But I don't think you're gonna need it.
okay.
Which shoe brand became closely associated with Steph Curry in 2015?
Isn't it,
He's wore them in his entire
Under
career
Armour?
until just recently.
Yes,
isn't it Under Armour?
It is Under Armour. See, you didn't even need your last lifeline. 8 for 10. That's the leading scorer since I've been here. So that's a pretty good job, ladies.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good. All right, so we're going to go around the table a couple more times. I'm going to ask you guys some more questions, and then we'll take a break and get the boys in here. So we'll start on the far side with Bridget. I was talking with Coach about it, and I mentioned a couple times, you guys won 3 of your last 4. You've got a very winnable game tomorrow night against Van Loo. But my question is what's it going to take to come out, be successful tomorrow night, and leave with a win?
I think it's gonna take us one playing it as a team, and also I told Jocelyn this earlier, playing like you want to win and not playing like you don't want to lose. Because I feel like that's some of our problems. Like we could have had a better record, but we play like we don't want to lose instead of we want to win, which is a difference.
It's a very big difference, and I really like that answer. Next, Jocelyn, looking through the schedule, kind of one of the big letdown games I would say for you guys, which they're a very talented team, but was kind of when you went on the road to Mansfield Christian. You've got them coming up here in, I want to say, 3 games. You get them at home. What's it going to take to beat them? And, I mean, really kind of give yourselves a chance still to compete for a Mid-Buckeye Conference championship.
Staying in the game and not giving them a big lead or just giving them open shots. And also the paint. They have a lot of big girls. That was our biggest worry last game.
All right, we'll go ahead and flip over to coaching. Kind of the same question to you. You guys are 1-2 in the conference. You lost to Mansfield Christian. You lost to Central Christian. You get them both again. And really, if you can split with both of them, beat them both again, knock off Lucas, you guys will be in the running for a Mid-Buckeye crown. What's it going to take to, we'll call it, upset both of those teams and keep yourself in the running?
Teamwork. It's going to take all of us. It's not going to just take one person to beat them. Playing the way we were capable of playing. We're much better now than what we did the first time we played Mansfield Christian. And just being us.
All right. We're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap things up with the ladies. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go around the table. I'm going to let each one of you give a shout out. And then once we're done with that, we'll take a break and bring the boys on. So, Bridget, we'll start with you. Anybody you want, however many people you want, you can shout them out right now.
I want to shout out my mom and Colton.
I want to shout out my dad and Kian.
Coach?
To my boys and then my fiance and her kids.
No, all right, folks. That's going to wrap up segment number 1 here with the Lady Dogs of Crestline. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, they'll swap places, and the boys will be in here, and we'll get to know them a little bit better. We'll be right back. Back inside WQEL 92.7 Studios in the Coach's Corner Week 4, brought to you by Bucyrus Pizza Hut. Joined now by the Bulldog Boys, the Crestline Boys basketball team. Welcome in, guys. Thank you for joining us. We're kind of going to do the same thing we did with the girls. We'll go around, but this time what I want to do is when you introduce yourself, boys, let them know what grade you are, and Coach, let them know how long you've been a Bulldog.
Okay.
So we'll start with Coach.
Coach Paul Webb. I've been at Crestline for 3 years now.
I'm Cody Lawhood. I'm a junior.
My name's Kieran Barnett. I'm a senior.
All right, so we'll start with Coach. 6-6 on the year. We're at that 500 mark, but really could easily be 9-3. Some close losses. What's it been like for you to kind of finally see that growth and development in year 3 for you and see the boys kind of finally getting into those winning ways?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, like these two have played for me for 3 years now. They kind of know what to expect. Kieran and Cody both do a good job out on the court of instructing guys, getting guys matched up. All the stuff we struggled with when they were, he was a sophomore and he was a freshman. Those are the little things I don't have to worry about like I used to when I first started.
Cody, we'll flip it over to you. Quarterback of the football team. You guys had a really good football season this year. Now you're rolling that into basketball. What's it kind of been like with that transition, getting back into basketball shape? Because we all know they're two completely different ways of play. And then what was it like to see the success on the football field and kind of have that trickle over into basketball?
It was good. We had way more guys come out this year for basketball, which helped out a lot.
All right, we'll flip over to Kieran. And you're a senior. You've got to be a part of Coach Webb's system since he's been there. What's that been like for you, being coached by Coach Webb, and then, again, being a part of now hopefully what's going to be a winning season for you guys and a really good shot to make a deep tournament run?
Well, I've just developed a lot since Coach Webb has got here. I would say more as my IQ than as a player. But it feels good to be on a winning team. We should make a run. We got to wake up. We got to figure out how to close games, and I think we'll be rolling for the rest of the season.
Yeah, again, you guys have 3 close losses. St. Paul last night, you lose by 7. Not good, you lose in overtime. And then Central Christian, I think you lost by 4 or 5 to them. What's it going to take? Central is obviously now that team you have to beat in the Mid-Buckeye to be able to capture a conference title. What's it going to take to flip the script? You've got them coming up pretty soon and knock them off. Granted, it's on the road. We know how difficult it is to go play there. But what's it going to take from your guys, Coach, to knock them off and give yourself a chance?
It's the small things. It's rebounding, defense. Big thing for us has been free throws. We're shooting them all the time. They're taking them serious. They're getting them in. We're getting better. But, I mean, that's really what's separated us from that 9-3 is most likely our free throw shooting so far this year. We play extremely hard. If you play extremely hard for 32 minutes, you got a shot in every ball game. That's kind of been our thing. They're still learning. They haven't played in a lot of close games like that, so we're still learning how to close those out. But the more that we're in, the better off we're going to be towards the end of the stretch here.
All right. And instead of starting off with 10 spin, we're going to go ahead and start this one off with same page. So you guys will need your whiteboards, markers, and erasers. And this is a competition between the two of you. Kieran, you already said you've already played this one. I don't know if Cody has as well. But I'm going to ask you guys 5 questions. You're each going to write down an answer. Coach is going to write down an answer. We'll see who knows Coach better. Sound good?
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. Question number 1. Who on the team challenges this guy right here the most? That's kind of the answer that I expected. Boys, go ahead and flip for me. Coach?
We're doing it one at a time. I didn't write it big enough. But
No, you're good. That's kind of, everybody got that one right. So, boys, you both get a point.
That one was pretty.
Now, I will
self-explanatory.
ask, Coach, I'll pose this question to you. What is kind of the most challenging part of these guys? And then obviously they wrote down Weston Clark. He's another junior for you guys. What is kind of the most challenging part about that group?
Well, I don't want that to come out as he
No.
is challenging me. That's not what it is. But Weston understands the game. Yeah, he's a coach's kid, so he has his own ideas.
Yep.
And it's not necessarily a bad thing. We've kind of needed a kid for a long time who is able to come to the bench and kind of say stuff to people and let them know they're not holding up their end of the bargain. So when you say challenge, he's not challenging me necessarily, but he's letting people know and challenging, and sometimes like, you got it, like, relax. But no, he's been a welcomed addition for that. We've kind of missed that guy in the 3 years I've been here. So, but as a group, challenging, I think challenging is at times that we can feel sorry for ourselves. And that's kind of something that I've been trying to get out of them is if the refs aren't going our way, the calls aren't going our way, shots aren't falling, you got to make something else happen. Let's go play defense. Let's go grab a rebound. Let's go get a hustle play. Everybody gets wrapped up in scoring. They get wrapped up in their shooting percentage. And for us, the biggest thing we want to see them play with is effort and energy. If we can make enough hustle plays, we'll figure out how to get the ball in the hoop. So I think the biggest challenge is we've got to get over the mentality of feeling sorry for ourselves when things don't go our way.
Very good answer. Very good answer. And I know exactly what I love Weston to death. That whole family's amazing. And I think it's more of he challenges his teammates to get better and make themselves better.
He has expectations.
Yes.
And that's kind of nice because we didn't always have expectations in wrestling.
Absolutely. So we'll go ahead and jump to the next question. It's midnight, 12:01. The ball just dropped on January 1st. Is he awake still? I think the answers are all going to be the same again. Boys, go ahead and flip.
Is it a yes?
Yeah.
No.
Did you erase it before?
Did your marker go out?
Yeah.
All right, we will try to find you another marker. You guys can share one here. But Coach Webb said no, so nobody gets a point there. Coach gets a point. Hey, I can say I was ready to go to bed at midnight. My kids wouldn't let me stay awake or go to bed this year.
I think I had to work the next day.
All right, question 3. Coach's favorite drill to make you guys work on. And I have a feeling that I know what it's going to be from seeing the games I've seen this year, but what do you guys think? Cody needs... Yep, there you go.
Could have just asked.
They write down the same answer again. 1 minute defense, 1 minute defense. All right, so now I need to know what is that 1 minute defense drill.
Why don't you let's have Kieran just try this.
All right.
1 minute defense is we play defense, and there's a 1 minute on the clock, and if we don't get a rebound, it restarts. If they score, it restarts. If we're not going hard enough, it restarts. Coach's head hurts, it restarts. And that's basically 1 minute defense.
So it's basically play solid defense for a full minute, get as many stops as you can, and it doesn't have to restart.
We get a rebound, clock stops, they get the ball again.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. All right, question 4. Is this guy Team MJ or Team LeBron? right, flip them.
Yeah.
The old head.
So
Old head,
the
yeah,
last
old head.
the last episode of this I did, I want to say it was week 1 of Coach's Corner. We had that same question, and actually had one of the players not know who Michael Jordan was. They instantly said that the coach was Team LeBron, and that was not the case. And then we had to kind of explain the history of Michael Jordan and who they were. Mr. Thompson got a kick out of that night. I do remember that. All right, last question for you guys. Coaches at a concert. What genre is he there with? Country, rock, pop, or opera?
Wait, what did you say again?
Concert. You're at a concert. Country, rock, pop, or rap, or opera.
Oh, okay.
If you need to change it, you can change it. All right, Coach, go ahead and flip yours.
Pop.
Rap, pop. So I did say
That hurt
pop.
my
It
heart.
is rap. I'll give that. I give that to him because I read the question wrong on the
That was gonna
screen.
hurt my feelings, Cody. Pop music.
He's talking about how you do like country the other day. at
Yeah,
practice.
no, he was just talking about that.
That kind of tells me what kind of music might be playing during practice, then, huh?
I let them do their own playlist. Mine, they wouldn't get to be from 1995.
Okay, 95 rap music.
We used to let Coach Webb run music when he first got here, and
I
we
used to,
provoked
yeah.
it pretty quickly.
You guys took away those rights pretty quick.
Yeah.
All right, we'll jump back into a couple more questions with you guys. We'll start with Cody. And I kind of ask you the same thing I asked the girls. You're obviously, one of the leading scorers. You're the point guard. You're kind of that facilitator for the team. But what's it like for you to have that role and then help develop some of these younger guys, being a junior? You've got a big junior class, that JV group, a lot of freshmen there. What's it like for you every day in practice to work with them to try to help them get better?
Well, normally we just poop on them all practice. But I feel like it makes them better, especially on defense. They look a lot better compared to the beginning of the season to now.
Okay. Kieran, I'll kind of pose the same question to you. Being a senior, one of the few, there's 6 of them, 7 of them, I think. I don't remember how many there are on the team now.
6 or 7, yeah, probably.
Hey, he said it, guys, not me. But what's it been like for you to kind of be around and help these guys grow and get better?
It feels good. My sophomore year, Cody's freshman year, it wasn't the best year, and especially seeing his development out of everybody's is crazy because freshman year, Cody couldn't really dribble a basketball. It's kind of hard to throw a freshman out there, but it was bad. But it feels good. It feels good. They all have grown as leaders. Him, Quinn, and Weston, I feel like have all stepped up in their own roles to be leaders, and it just pushes everybody at practice.
All right, Coach Webb, not really a similar question, but, again, you've had Cody since he was a freshman, Kieran since he was a sophomore. You've got Weston back this year. You've got a lot of guys that have kind of been with you since day one. What's it been kind of for you? What have you had to change, or what have you kind of had to get better at to help these guys get better?
I think I had to start understanding not everyone is like me in a lot of ways. I had to just kind of stay with these guys, and I had to keep pushing them. There was kids that when they were younger, we had a tough time getting them to show up, and now they're kind of our guys. Corday Robinson's a great example, and I guess not really about me, but like these two. You talk about there's top 10% guys, there's 80% guys, and there's your bottom 10%. You say don't waste your time on the bottom 10%. Your 80% guys show up and do their job, but you have to find that top 10%, and they got to pull guys up, and that's these guys. He picks up 2 guys every day to bring to practice, 2 starters. He picks up a starter on his day. He's always bothering me to open the gym an hour early. Well, when I open the hour early, he shows up, picks somebody up. He picks up 3 guys, and there's 3 guys in there getting shots up an hour early before practice. Those are things when I first got here would have never happened. And you look at that now, and it's like, we really got something. It's when your 2 guys are your hardest workers and guys you can rely on that are going to go pick people up, do what you ask, you have an opportunity to be pretty decent. And like I said, I couldn't be more proud of these 2 and what they do for our team outside of basketball. They're both great basketball players. I mean, he doesn't even care who gets the credit. You talk about Cody scoring. and being the facilitator. Kieran Barnett does everything for us. He leads us on defense, offense, whatever it is. Cody gets the score, and Cody does a phenomenal job. But Kieran does a lot of stuff that I think a lot of times he goes unnoticed and he doesn't care.
Nope.
Because if he takes 7 shots a game and that's fine by him. He just wants to get that win no matter what it takes. So those two are a lot of why our program is where it is right now. So they deserve that credit on me.
We're going to go ahead and jump into our last game. 10 spin. Now, sometimes Mr. Thompson, our director, producer, will flip some questions around. I don't know if he did this time or not. I can't guarantee anything, but he kind of makes it fun sometimes. We'll see if he did. We'll start off with Cody. We're spinning. As soon as I see us spinning, I'll let you know when you can tell me to stop. Now we're good. Whenever you're ready.
All right, stop.
You guys are 6-6. You're kind of rolling in the mid Buckeye other than Central Christian. The back half of the schedule, there's one team you have to pick to beat. Who is that team?
Central Christian.
Why?
Because by my prediction, they're going to be a team we're going to be facing.
Okay. Garen, your turn.
I'd say the same thing. Central. They're at the top of the conference. They won last year. They're obviously the top target for everybody in the conference, I feel like. But we had them last year, or last game. We just got to finish when we go to Kid Run. That's all.
All right, now it's your turn for the question. Whenever you're ready, say stop.
Stop.
What you get for Christmas?
Clothes. Money.
Clothes, money. I feel like that's the typical 15 to 18-year-old answer. It doesn't change too much from there. Flip it over to Coach Webb. Your turn whenever you're ready.
Stop.
That's a good question for you. Would you rather 6-foot arms or 6-foot legs?
6-foot legs, because if you had 6-foot arms, you'd be dragging them behind you.
That's kind of the answer I was expecting. I don't even know if you could function with
Yeah.
6-foot arms.
Let's take the legs.
You're pretty bad off with either one.
Yeah.
It's a fun basketball question.
It is. So both coaches pick legs tonight. And put back over to Cody. Your turn, bud.
Stop.
Your turn to tell everybody a cool Crestline fact.
We dog.
All right. Listen, I won't say that's a cool fact, but I'll give you credit for the answer because I think it's a good answer.
I knew he'd be a good interview.
Oh, yeah.
Turn your turn.
Stop.
Do an impression of Coach Webb after you guys have given up 5 offensive rebounds. And I've seen this a couple times already this year.
It's
I'm
like-
just going to put that out there.
So, like, we sit down in the bench. He just walks over here like this. You see him. He just walks. And he's like, do you guys want to be here? Do you guys want to play? Are you guys tired of getting your butt kicked in front of everybody? And then it's like 15 seconds of yelling, and then he's like, okay, so now we got to go. Now we got to rebound. He'll tell us the next set, and then he'll tell us to break it up. That's basically how it goes.
That's pretty accurate.
It's pretty good, yeah.
All right, Coach Webb, your turn then. Whenever you're ready to stop it.
Stop.
Hey, the coaches get the same question tonight. It's your turn to intimidate your opponents and bark like a bulldog.
I literally said I didn't want to do that. I'm not much into that, to be honest with you guys.
All right, so
Cody,
we'll
show
flip
him
it
what a-
over.
Cody, show
Here's
him what a
what we'll do.
bulldog- Have Cody
Here's what
flip
we'll do.
one.
We'll
Cody's-
flip it over. We'll have which one of the boys is going to do it.
Cody.
We'll have Cody do
He
it.
just said he's a dog, so.
Hey, you did just say that,
Show him what the bulldog
I
sounds
said, I
like.
said we dog.
Show him what the bulldog sounds like.
but you said you were. So
Ruff.
They are terrible.
I'll give you that one. Now let's go ahead and your turn. You can stop it whenever you want, Cody.
Stop.
What did your family do for New Year's Eve?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Just kind of hung out together.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty typical answer anymore. Which is probably a good thing. Nobody's out getting in trouble. Everybody's staying at home.
Yeah, it's a night I worry about. So.
Kieran, your turn.
Stop.
Again, this is a question that everybody will answer. You're just going to answer it first. You're a senior. This is your last year. What's it mean to you to be a Crestline Bulldog?
It means a lot. I've been here for my whole high school. I mean, we haven't always been the best, but we've always stayed together, and I feel like that's what Crestline's all about, is staying together, always having each other's back no matter what happens, no matter what the outcome is.
All right, we got 2 more questions left, and then once we're done with these 2 questions, we'll come back to Coach and Cody and have you guys answer that one. So whenever you're ready, let's see which one you get.
Okay, stop.
I know the answer to this, but I'll let you answer it. Could you outrun the mascot?
Yeah.
Mike? I don't think he's beating Mike.
Nah.
Yeah, bro.
They're gonna blow out.
I think Coach Webb's going to surprise you guys a little bit if he has to outrun the mascot. I'm just saying.
Come on, Cody. Let's get serious.
You get the last question, Cody. You got to say stop.
All right, stop.
Outside of practice, outside of everything that you've done, the one thing you've worked on that nobody knew about is what?
Probably my shooting. I always be at red door a lot, shooting.
I think that improvement's kind of shown itself this year.
And I was like, what, 0 for 32 my last year?
He was 1
Before I
for
made it.
32, and then finally it fell through, and I think he ended up shooting over 30%. But he struggled at the beginning of the year.
That's an interesting stat that you know, and that's kind of that leadership that Coach has been talking about. You know, you knew that, you got better at that, and that was your focus, you know, kind of in the offseason and even last year. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back to Cody first and answer that same question that he answered of what does being a Bulldog mean to you?
It means a lot. I've been here since 4th grade. And everybody's got each other's back, and no matter what, we just keep our heads up and keep going.
All right, we'll flip it over to Coach. You know, 3 years into this, what's it mean to you to be a part of that community and a part of the system?
Yeah, it's not a place that I was from or, you know, all that familiar with. And I'll be honest, I really like the people in the community. The people care about the kids. It's kind of neat because it's such a small community, it's such a small school, like they all have to be friends. And it makes them close. Like, we don't have a selfish kid on the team when it comes to passing. Sometimes we're too unselfish. Like Kieran, I'll tell him, dude, should we just shoot that ball? Stop passing that one, just shoot it. Because like I said, they're all close. They all pick each other up, hang out, do stuff together. So I just think it's a close-knit community. People are hardworking there, show up, and they expect you to play hard with effort and energy. I think that these guys are a good representation of the community.
All right, so that's going to close out 10 spin. What I want to do is we'll flip it back over to Cody, and I'm going to ask you both the same question. You're 6-6 now. What are your goals for the rest of the year, and where do you want to see this team end up as the season closes?
You just gotta keep going game by game and just give it our all. Probably end up, how many games we got left?
11.
11 now. The rest are.
I like that answer.
I'd just say winning the conference. I don't know. That's just a really big goal of mine. I think it's a real big goal of our whole teams, and I think we kind of proved it when we played Central that we can do it. But I'd say that's a goal, and making it pretty deep in the tournament at the end would be nice. But conference is definitely the main goal of the whole team right now.
We'll flip it over to Coach and kind of ask you the same question. You just said 11 games left, 6-6 right now. What are your kind of goals for these guys for the rest of the year, and where do you kind of want to see the season end up?
I mean, you know, I like goals are kind of result based. So I have different goals. My goal is to see these guys keep developing, play extremely hard. If we can play hard, execute, take care of the ball, then we're going to be in every game. And if you do those things, you're going to be there at the end. You're going to have a good chance to win every ball game that we're in. We're not getting blown out. We're not seeing teams that are way better than us. We've played right with everybody we've played this season. So, like I said, the main thing for us is doing those little things. Obviously, the conference is our number one goal. I think that's been our number one goal for the 3 years I've been here, is to get to this point where we were developed enough to have an opportunity to go knock some people off. Central Christian is an excellent team. Us, Mansfield Christian, and Central Christian all tied at 1 right now. We have Mansfield Christian coming in. We have St. Pete's. St. Pete's is going to be a big game for us Friday night. They got some excellent players. They have a great coach. So we have to stay focused. We got to take care of our business, and we'll be there at the end as long as we take care of our business, get ourselves, execute our game plans.
All right, last question I'll ask you guys, and again, I'm going to pose the same question to both of you. Coach just said it. You've got St. Pete's coming. You're going to St. Pete's place actually Friday night. First time playing them this year. Their kind of season's just getting started. What's this week like been? As you got one more day of practice before you play them, kind of getting in preparation to play them and getting ready for another conference game.
We've been just focused on their two main guys. And just on from there.
Yeah, like Cody said, we've just been dialed in. Today we just worked on the game plan. I think we realized that Mount Gilead game, if we execute the game plan, we're in any game. So I think we try every week to execute the game plan, and I think we've done a pretty good job at practice today. Tomorrow we got to finish some things up, and we'll be just fine for Friday.
All right, so now what we're going to do, fellas, we're going to start again down on that end with Cody. We're going to go ahead and give some shout-outs, and we're going to let you guys get out of here, and we'll wrap things up. So, Cody, go ahead and give as many shout-outs as you want, whoever you want.
My family.
Simple, sweet, to the point from Cody. My family. I like that,
How
though.
about Mom? Mom get a special one?
My mom and my
Justin,
dad.
maybe? Get Justin one.
My mom, my dad.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just say the same thing, my mom and my dad.
All right, Coach Webb, your turn.
Yeah, I got to obviously shout out my family, but I got to shout out Tyson. I had to miss his game tonight to be here, so give him a special shout out.
All right, well, I want to thank the Crestline Bulldogs for being on tonight. Girls start us off. Boys are going to close us out. As always, brought to you by the amazing people of Bucyrus Pizza Hut from WQEL 92.7. Guys, thanks for being here. Everybody, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have a great rest of your week, and tune in all week to the OH Report for more high school basketball.